The blades of a Vitamix 5200 spin at 22,500 revolutions per minute. At that velocity, cellular walls of fruit don't just break, they emulsify into a velvet suspension. The apple banana smoothie is often dismissed as a hurried morning afterthought, a chaotic dump of freezer-burned remnants. But when engineered with precision for starch conversion, temperature control, and shear force, it transforms into an elixir rivaling a Parisian entremet. I am Anna Park. Timing is the entire foundation. You must harvest the Cavendish banana exactly when the peel develops its first brown sugar spots, the cheetah stage. At this precise moment, the starch-to-sugar ratio hits a perfect 70-30. Peel and slice exactly 240 grams, or 8.5 ounces, of banana into 1 centimeter coins. We arrange these flat on a parchment-lined tray and freeze them at -18 degrees Celsius, or 0 degrees Fahrenheit, for exactly 4 hours. If you just toss a whole banana in the freezer, you create massive ice crystals that will rupture the emulsion later. For the apple, we require high pectin and sharp malic acid to cut the banana's heavy sweetness. I use the Granny Smith. Take 150 grams, roughly 5.3 ounces, of peeled and cored apple. Do not blend it raw. We vacuum seal the apple segments and sous vide them at 85 degrees Celsius, or 185 degrees Fahrenheit, for precisely 12 minutes. This brief thermal shock deactivates the polyphenol oxidase enzyme, completely preventing that dull brown oxidation. Once cooked, plunge the bag into an ice bath for 5 minutes to halt the cooking, then freeze them alongside the bananas at -18 degrees Celsius, or 0 degrees Fahrenheit, for 4 hours. You cannot rely on watery, store-bought milk. We press our own toasted oat milk. Take 100 grams, or 3.5 ounces, of rolled oats and toast them in a dry skillet over medium heat, exactly 175 degrees Celsius, or 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 4 minutes until they smell like warm biscuits. Transfer to a blender with 960 milliliters, or 4 cups, of ice-cold filtered water. The water must be at 2 degrees Celsius, or 35 degrees Fahrenheit, to prevent the blender friction from turning the oat starch into slime. Blend on high for precisely 30 seconds. Strain immediately through a 100-micron nut milk bag without squeezing too hard. A bare smoothie is flat. We must build aromatic complexity. We create a micro-spice slurry. In a mortar, grind 2 grams, about half a teaspoon, of fresh Ceylon cinnamon bark and 0.5 grams, just a pinch, of freshly grated nutmeg. Toast these in a dry pan at 150 degrees Celsius, or 300 degrees Fahrenheit, for exactly 45 seconds to release the volatile oils. Immediately deglaze the pan with 15 milliliters, or 1 tablespoon, of pure vanilla bean extract and 30 milliliters, or 1 fluid ounce, of grade A dark maple syrup. Reduce this for 60 seconds until it forms a thick, fragrant paste. Now, the vortex. Layering dictates the texture. Into the blender pitcher, pour 240 milliliters, or 1 cup, of our chilled oat milk first. Drop in the spice paste. Next, add the 150 grams, or 5.3 ounces, of frozen apple, and finally the 240 grams, or 8.5 ounces, of frozen banana on top. This weight distribution pulls the frozen fruit down into the blades evenly. Start the blender on its lowest speed for 15 seconds to engage the fruit, then ramp up to maximum speed for exactly 45 seconds. The friction will warm the mixture slightly. You want the final temperature to measure exactly 3 degrees Celsius, or 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Serving temperature is critical. The glass must be a heavy-bottomed highball, chilled in the freezer at -18 degrees Celsius, or 0 degrees Fahrenheit, for at least 30 minutes. Pour the smoothie immediately. It should fall in thick, silken ribbons, holding its shape for a second before settling. For a textural contrast, garnish the surface with 5 grams, about 1 teaspoon, of toasted buckwheat groats, baked at 180 degrees Celsius, or 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 8 minutes until crunchy. Serve with a wide stainless steel straw. Drink within 10 minutes of blending before the emulsion begins to relax and the microbubbles collapse. A masterpiece of temperature and technique. 3 takeaways for the ultimate apple banana smoothie. First, freeze your fruit in single layers at 0 degrees Fahrenheit to control ice crystal size. Second, blanch your apples at 185 degrees Fahrenheit to kill the browning enzymes and activate the pectin. Third, Build your own toasted oat base using ice-cold water to avoid a gummy texture, and load your blender liquids first to master the vortex. Thank you to Chef Mateo Vargas and Chef Elodie Martin for elevating the everyday into the extraordinary. Until next time, respect the process.